Yes, to all the fellow retro cyclists out there. Today we have a Raleigh Rapid from the 1980s, the early 80s. I believe this is in the year 1881, 82. And this is one of the cheap bog standard Raleigh bike frames that they used to make out of high tensile steel. So we're looking at an 18 to 23 grade steel here. And before we continue, a brief history about Raleigh. It started in 1885 and it was established in 1887 by a guy called Richard Morris Woodhead from Sherwood Forest and a guy called Paul Eugene Louis Angois from France. They originally set up a small company in Raleigh Street in Nottingham, and these are some of the fruits of their labour. Now, what I intend to do with this bike is to build up a commuter road bike. I just want to make something that is nice and comfortable to ride on a recreational style of bike. So going to the shop, coffee rides, etc., going to the pub and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be very interesting to see what parts that I intend to use. Hopefully I can do some renovations and restores and just get some old school parts and stick them on this bike. I do want to make the bike a bit lighter than its original build, so I probably will go one by on this and get a big cassette for the back, but we'll see how it goes as time goes on. I'm just going to gradually collect and test parts for this bike and see how it runs. So next few videos will be just me gradually building this bike up and seeing how well these parts merge together. So this bike originally was from my uncle's shed. It's been in there for years. I believe that he rode it around the 1980s and it's just been redundant ever since. So I have stripped it down from the original components that are on there, and I'm just going to start again from scratch. I'm going to restore what I can restore and change or exchange what I can as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see the overall outcome of this build. Look at the sign on there. I still got the original Raleigh badge. We go for the threaded fork area as well. A bit of rust on the frame, but I'm going to keep the rust on there because it just makes it look old school and retro. And that integrated with some nice shiny parts and restored parts on there will just make it look extra vintage. So guys, there'll be a lot of chopping and changing and trying out different parts just to see what parts are compatible with this particular type of bike, and what I need to do to bring in some more modern parts to it. Now, you original restorers out there will probably shout at me in the comments for putting modern parts on this bike, but I do feel it needs it just in terms of its performance. As I'm, if I want to get up hills and things like that, I'll definitely need to increase my gear range, and we're going into the lower gear section of the gear range as well. So, but look at the lugs on this. I mean, lugs are made separately. The tubes are glued into those lugs there, so no welding on the frame. Oh, lovely. So stay tuned to my next set of videos. Hopefully we can gradually go through this really quickly. It depends on the parts that I'm using. I'm going to be chopping and changing, experimenting and things like that. So I may be doing a lot of stuff off camera to work out what I need to put on there, but initially I will try and document as much of the build as possible. So guys, as to whether you disagree or agree with what I'm doing, please leave a comment, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.